but Spyggt on the Lucien versus the Ember from Cermanic. Not seeing the Hattori right away. Double Katars coming up with the bow on Cermanic and the guns on Lucien.
Well, Cermanic, he favors the Katars, so he likes to switch between both legends. Starting off with a nice wave there. It's pretty good. Cermanic with the bow in hand.
Ooh, opening up those down airs, and Spyggt not having anything with it, goes for those recoveries right away, but a raw side stick actually connects. Spyggt going in with that chase dodge there, and it connects. Finds a nice side light, no down air follow. Both players fighting each other out with Katars right now and trading rather evenly, but Spyggt gets that side air, and he takes a little bit of the lead in this match.
Yeah, I mean, Spyggt is he's playing a little bit more patiently than Cermanic, and he's landing a lot of these crucial hits to position Cermanic on the side of the map right where he wants him. Cermanic's already in the orange.
Yeah, even though he found that nice neutral light recovery combo, Lucien's defense being a little bit higher than Ember's, so it's definitely coming to play here. But Cermanic finally finding the hits that he needs to be able to even it up. Tossing the Katars aside, goes in with a side light, and actually down airs into a neutral light from Spyggt. He chase dodges forward with a nair, flows with a D-light, but none of these moves are hitting, but he's not getting punished for these missed gun moves, and a down air will put Cermanic into the red, dodges out of the way of that end sig, but he finds the side sig and KOs him off the side of the map.
Yeah, that side signature will kill pretty early. Cermanic with a beautiful dodge there to dodge the neutral signature, but with that cooldown, he was unable to dodge the second signature.
Spyggt trying to find those neutral lights, but Cermanic finally recognizing that if he gets inside of the hurt box of Spyggt, he's not going to get hit by those gun moves and landing in there. But Spyggt adjusting quite quickly, goes for that landing D-light to be able to punish Cermanic's landing, but that cider will stop him from getting the attack. Recovers high, but Cermanic gets a nice side sig, and he kills him in the same way that he found himself losing his stock earlier, but he's in the orange, or at least the deep yellow.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful beautiful read right there. I mean, he read the landing and he landed a crucial side sig. Now the stocks are even. Cermanic is in the orange, but he's got the Katars in hand, and he might be able to find a string there to even this up.
Nice D-lights coming up from Spyggt, trying to find those side lights, but Cermanic gets into his space, trying to put the damage on. Nice downer, side light, tries to continue it with a read. That down light does not connect, but that recovery will do a lot of damage. Cermanic finally getting inside, and he gets side sticked again, disarmed. He's sent flying. He's gonna have to recover high to get back to stage, and Cermanic might be able to get this. There's a down air. Nice side light. Oh, but Spyggt answering with unarmed. Disarms Cermanic.
Yeah, I mean, both players are trading relatively evenly as far as damage goes, but Cermanic has landed a lot of good hard reads that have ended up in kills so far, but Spyggt, with a nice side signature, he's going to take Cermanic's stock and take the lead right here, but he's in kill percent.
Ooh, finding that neutral light, goes to the bomb. Toss, Spyggt recovers in the opposite direction. He's even going to worry about landing on that as Cermanic's trying to find these downers. He's getting it with the Katars. The bow is definitely not what Cermanic has succeeded with. Spyggt finds a crazy Katar string, brings him to the deep yellow. Side light continues it. Cermanic has yet to find a bow hit, and he's dodging out of the way of all of these down airs. Ground pound finally connects. Does not kill him off the top, and that neutral sig won't do it either. Spyggt for the to find a little bit more. Recovery does not hit. Cermanic so close to kill percent. He's just having so much difficulty getting in. Toss the Katars away. Goes for the uppercut kill. It's not working. Spygt's so damaged, but he's not dying.
Yeah, I mean, Cermanic is clearly more comfortable with the Katars than he is with the bow, and Spyggt, realizing that, took advantage of that and has done a ridiculous amount of damage on the Cermanic right now on his last stock. And Cermanic is unable to find any moves with enough force to kill.
Finally, the recovery connects as Spyggt lands on that fist, but Cermanic so heavily damaged, getting hit by multiple signatures from Lucien. He's just looking for that execute. The side air finally swats him aside, nearly killing him himself. Spyggt needs to land just anything, really, other than the Katar and Nair to be able to end his stock. And a dive kick interrupting that Sair. He's trying to find it. There's the side sig. That'll do it. Game 1.
Yeah, that was a beautiful side signature read from Spyggt. You know, Cermanic, he doesn't really do too well against guns. They're kind of, you know, an issue for him. He has trouble spacing against them. So I wonder if he'll end up switching his legends to try and cope with that.
I don't necessarily think it was the guns that were a problem. Once he got the Katars, he was actually able to adjust to how Spyggt was playing with them, be able to get inside, and found some very nice strings. It was when Cermanic found himself stuck with the bow, which is when I feel like he had the most difficulty, because Spyggt was just as talented as Cermanic was on Katars, but had no difficulty dodging out of every move that Cermanic was throwing out. Dodging out of the way of those attacks and being able to get his damages. Like we saw in that second stock, he took the lead away, and oddly enough, we're actually seeing a legend switch coming up from Spyggt, not Cermanic.
I wonder if that's like a counter read choice there from Spyggt. I do agree, though, Cermanic is definitely a lot more comfortable with the Katars. I mean, you could see there when he had the bow in hand, he really couldn't find the proper way to approach and ended up getting punished a lot and taking a ton of damage, and that was a big game changer there.
So the Scarlet completely changes up the playstyle on the weapons from Spyggt. I wonder if he just wants to try this out against Cermanic's Ember. Not really sure. Like you said, when you win a game, you have to pick your legend first before your opponent counterpicks, so he could have been going for a hard read, keeping Cermanic on his Ember, but as we see, Cermanic trying to get a lead here and gets a nice uppercut. Oh, a down lane into neutral air. Spyggt winning out on this unarmed, and he picks up the lance. Wow! An excellent GC sidelight to continue that combo. He brought in Cermanic into the orange already.
Yeah, I feel like this legend switch from Spyggt was a really good decision because the large hitboxes on the lance and the hammer are really good for countering Qatar approaches and bow approaches. So.
And as we see Spyggt already taking away with this lance, tosses it away, but he doesn't. Oh, nearly dodged it in the mind, but he doesn't really care. Picks up the hammer, side air, so that's the stock. Spyggt taking in 40 seconds, dominant on the Scarlet, holds onto the lance, tosses that weapon aside, picks up the hammer. He wants to play with the lance. That's what he got with the most strings on the first stock.
Cermanic is going to really have to slow down his approach here and wait for punish opportunities on Spyggt. I mean, he's got an entire stock lead right now, and he's got massive hitboxes that are really good at punishing that down air approach from Qatars.
Ooh, tries to go in for that down air, but Cermanic read it. Went for a side air into ground pound, was able to bring Spyggt into the deep orange, but he's not in kill percent yet as he picks up this hammer. That's a dangerous GC side sig, but it's not punished. Spyggt finding this air. Holds on to the hammer and goes for that ground pound, and Cermanic swats him aside. This might be the stock if he gets the ground pound, and he does! Cermanic evening it up 2-2.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play from Cermanic, you know, evening up the match. He's got the guitars in hand, we know how comfortable he is with those, and he's already starting to find some strings here. It's looking good.
Spyggt goes for that sidelight, chase dodge in for a weapon toss. Doesn't get any more follow-up, but it was a cool idea. Cermanic putting out these side sticks just to no regard. He's not being able to find anything off of them. Picks up the guitars, side airs them, but goes in the wrong direction for any follow-up. And Spyggt recovers clean. Side airs being thrown out in air as well as he's trying to go for these down airs. Side air connects, and Spyggt got Cermanic into kill percent once again. Goes for a pivot move, but interrupted by Cermanic as he did not get the dodge in read, and Cermanic finds a nice neutral air on the bow. He's got an opportunity to even things up here. Spyggt is not finding these kills, but there's the end sig. Kills him off the top, still in the lead.
Cermanic has started to play a little bit more patiently, and he's starting to wait for Spyggt to make a mistake so that he can punish that. That's starting to work for him, but I wonder if it'll be enough for him to, you know, take back this deficit and come back.
Yeah, Spygt's trying to find these stomp follow-ups, and it's just not working out. He's gotten 2 of them in a row, and he was trying to go for a delayed sidelight. I'm not sure if he's trying to get a hard read, but he tosses that hammer aside, and Cermanic finds him with that neutral air. Goes to the recovery kill. Spyggt barely dodges out of the way. Goes for that ground pound, gets recovered by the Scarlet. He tries to go for that sider. Spyggt not finding any damage, but he's still a stock ahead. Cermanic trying to execute the stock. The siders aren't going to do it for a while. Falls in the guitars and actually hits up the horn. He has got so much knockback from that horn, that down air since a flying. Cermanic still can't get the stock though.
I feel like Cermanic is starting to lose his patience there. He did finally end up taking the stock, which is great because the way he was approaching, he was starting to take a bit of damage.
He's getting these downers on the side of the stage, and that's big. That's gimp potential for Qatars. He didn't get any more follow-up off of it, but a nice sideline to recovery. Brings Spyggt onto the side of the stage, tries to go for that ground pound read on the dodge, doesn't work out. Sidelight comes out, Spyggt gets the nice daylight recovery. Hits it with the neutral light on the lance, tries to chase it up with another neutral light, but Cermanic does not dodge down. Throws the guitar's neutral light, goes for the down air. Nice sidelight and air follow-up. Spyggt gets the reverse side sig, and Cermanic sent flying. He has to dodge out of the way, and he gets, dodges out of the way of that ground pound. He recovers, but he's so heavily damaged.
Yeah, I mean, while players are trading rather evenly, Spyggt has the weapons that have a ton of force. It takes a lot more for Cermanic to get a kill out than it does for Spyggt, and I feel like that's going to go in his favor, and it did right there with that beautifully placed neutral signature.